Sometimes I think we gotta ask ourselves that question: do we want to stay on the shallow side of life, or move to the deep end of life, in which God becomes our only lifeguard?
Willing to be yourself in the sight of people, no matter what people think. I think that's what it's all about. Yo, welcome back to another video. Y'all know how we do. The Inspired Trucker back in the building. First of all, let me step down the correct way. I ain't been out the truck. Woo! My legs. Sheesh. Hey, don't talk about the boots, man. These right here are some grinders, but I gotta stretch my legs out. Jeez. We back again. Y'all know how we do. Man, I done drove about, my legs. Lord, whatever y'all do, children out there, don't become a trucker. Oh, then I went to the gym yesterday. Man, I tell you, but I'm thankful. Thank you to the Lord, I made it again. Sometimes you just gotta look up in the sky and realize the beauty. You just gotta behold the beauty sometimes. Sometimes it's just too beautiful, you know? But we back, baby, let's get it. Look, I waited about 8, maybe 9 hours to make this video. I took a nap and everything. Right now we got it empty. Well, my legs hurting. Man, look, we ran the gym. We ran the courts yesterday. That's why my legs hurt. I don't think I went to the gym and was getting cooked. We ran the courts, we barely lost. We lost one game. We ran the court for almost 2 hours. Got there at 6, ran until about 7:45, 7:50. So if y'all ever want to see me on the court, let me know. Y'all got to remember that I became the Inspired Trucker after I left college. But today's video going to be a little bit different. First of all, the lady told me to go to parking spot 812. And I just want to show y'all what 812 is looking like, because we're not going to 812. So 812 is right here. And it's a trailer right there. But there's a few spots back here. Hopefully don't no trucks come in here. I'm gonna just pull in one of those. But I got time. I got a few hours. There's a truck stop right there. We got a Love's down the street. We chilling. Today, if y'all know anything about me, this was actually my first time driving a Peterbilt. Like, I'm talking about driving it. Like, I drove 500 miles to Gear. We in Georgia. We in Macon, Georgia. So, sheesh. First time ever driving a Peterbilt, and I'm gonna be honest. I done drove a Freightliner. I done drove an International. I done drove a Kenworth. I got trained in a Kenworth. I had an International when I was with JB Hunt, and then a Freightliner is just, truck I bought. But this Peterbilt, man, I tell you, Peterbilt. Woo! I'ma just be honest. Before we go in cab, let's start on the outside. So this is what I drove in also. Do not laugh at me. These actually feel good. I switched it up to kicks for the day. But we got the Packer engine. I ain't never really even did, a pre-trip on these things. This was what I would consider to be my first time. This is the post-trip right here. But, we used to the Cummins. This got a Packer engine. I can't really, everything is where it needs to be. Never seen that like that before. Usually I'm used to them being much bigger than that. We got the oil tank. The oil dipstick right there. We got our wiring. Look at that. You got the coolant right there. It's usually over here on the Freightliner. It's usually over there. It's just interesting. Everything is just looking smooth. Shout out to Amazon for this Peterbilt. Everything over here looking smooth. Windshield wiper fluid low. Got to fill that up. I'm going to be honest. The steering on this thing, I backed into the truck stop, and it's a little bit dirty. It's about 48,000 miles on here, but it's really good. I did get a chance to back up at the truck stop that I took a nap at, and it was actually smooth. I probably need to put some power steering fluid in there on that little old reservoir, but it was smooth. Much smoother. It's smooth. You see, you got the door right here to access the, what's the names? You got this long skip plate. It's a long skip plate, which I think is cool. It's a cool truck. Now we're gonna do the inside of the cab. Stay tuned. This Peterbilt, I'm finna give y'all a truck tour. I'm about to cut this thing off and give y'all a truck tour, because y'all just gotta know. I'm quite sure some of y'all out there in the trucking world, all of y'all who new to the videos and everything like that, y'all know, like, comment, subscribe. I hope nobody come through. Also told me to put on my safety vest, but ain't nobody around. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna put on my safety vest in a second here. I don't want nobody to come around yelling at me. I don't want no commotion. But y'all gotta see a truck tour. So stay tuned, watch this. I'm about to show y'all how this Peterbilt looks on the inside. I'm talking about the bed is comfortable. I took an 1.5-hour nap, made it here just on time. Something about this Peterbilt is different. Something about, you wanna know what? This goes well with today's inspirational scripture because things like this just make you want more in life. But y'all stay tuned. I'm about to give y'all an inside, an in-cab, in-out cab tour of this new Peterbilt. That's my first time driving. I never drove a Peterbilt this far, and it's comfortable. It's relaxing. You melt into the seat. Woo! Stay tuned. So if you notice, all of these got this in-dash. You know, all of these got this in-dash. The door is open right now, but I love the new features. You gotta have a cleaning supply. Gotta have your drink right there, you know. Gotta keep some water. And then y'all already know. Y'all know who we gotta ride with. You gotta ride with your journal also, man. You gotta be able to journal out here. But beyond that, the comfortability of the in-cab, it make me not even want to step on here with my shoes on. Jesus Christ. You see that? I melted inside that bed. We got a TV on here. Y'all know how we do. I don't really watch a lot of TV. We got the side door. One thing I do like, you know, with the smart drive sensor, y'all know we gotta have a smart drive. It don't beep like the Freightliner beep. You know, you got the ELD that can go right there. You got the backup camera. Listen, this thing is cool. This is a cool, you know, you gotta have that for your phone. All of these knobs, literally, I only use this one so far. I don't even know. I mean, I know what the knobs mean, but like I never seen that knob before. Some of these knobs, I don't even the radio was hiding from me. I had to, you know, I never expected that to be right there. Yeah, this thing is cool. Peterbilt is cool. I think this is anywhere from a 2022 to 2024, I believe, but it's a cool truck. 9 times out of 10, I would love to take my trips, my Amazon trips in this, but obviously you may not have that luxury. But this truck, I'm telling you, man, it was a smooth ride, I'm talking about, like, I used to love the internationals, but sometimes when you back into the trailer, it'll jerk you. This truck is smooth. But it brings me into this. First of all, the sun is still shining. The sun is about to get ready to set in about 10 minutes. I'm thankful that I made it here in the time I made it here because I like to make videos when the sun is up. When it's dark out there, listen, man, I love the sun. I love that God has given us light. That in itself just makes you, I like to drive in the light. I don't care about traffic. I'm cool with that. I like to be able to see. I like to be able to, you know, just behold things in the sky. That's just how I am. But today's verse, and it goes with such a beautiful truck like this, is being content. You know, the Bible told us in 1 Timothy 6:6, it says, but godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and certainly we can carry nothing out. So even if I went and somebody offered me this truck, you know what I'm saying, you can have it if you start making payments, no money down. At this moment in my life, I'll say, nah, I'm all right. I'm content. I'm fine. And contentment isn't complacency. It's just being satisfied with where you at. Like, it's cool. I think one of the things as growing up from a young man as the inspired trucker, if you notice my channel, is learning how to be more content in whatsoever state you are in, whether you got a little or got a lot. And I even say that with this opportunity right here. Yeah, this opportunity isn't the most revenue I've ever made, but I'm content, I'm peaceful, I'm happy. I'm able to still share, you know, knowledge with one another and things like that, be safe on the road. So I'm very thankful. But it also brings me to the point of this, right? This Bible is such a good book that just like this, like I said with this truck, right? This truck is a symbolization of having an engine and a motor. Well, this is our motor. This is, you know, this is what keeps us going. This is what keeps me going every single day. This is what keeps me inspired. We got to understand something about God's love, because I know a lot of us wonder this. There's the yard dog. Hopefully he don't send them to me, Lord. But so listen, God's love, you know, can give us a plethora of options. You see all these trailers out here. All these trailers, you can have a lot of clothes, you can have a lot of shoes. You can have, you know, as a young man, when you know that you got the beauty of the Lord upon you, you can try to have multiple women. As a young woman, you can try to have a lot of men. But I'm going to tell you this. The revelation of God in this contentment is, first of all, this. We know that David was, if you know about the Bible, he was a wealthy man. But he got to a state where he realized that the Lord was his portion. He talked about that in Psalm. He said, the Lord is my portion. But he said that some people's portion is this world. But that can never compare to God, because God is in this world and after we leave here. So this truck, you know, I got a Corvette, right? I got a nice Corvette. And when I first got it, I was speeding, I was riding. I'm like, man, this is good. But that feeling goes away. And then you're like, oh, okay. But then you want to go out there and get another car because you're never satisfied. See, with God, he's like that sweet spot. But the revelation in this is the simple fact that the Lord, even though he gave us a plethora of options, what we see in Genesis is that he was trying to teach us to be content. He was trying to teach us to be content. And say, you want to know what? Just because I can have that don't mean I need it. Just because I can have that, if I can add that but subtract the Lord, is that good for me? And that is where we got to rest in sometimes. You know, we in a world where we can have so many things. You can make so much money. You can go to so many places. You can do so much. But the greatest gain is godliness with contentment. Being thankful for who God created you to be, where he placed you. You know, the funniest part about Genesis is that it says he planted them there. So that wasn't non-coincidental. You don't gotta, you know, want to be planted where you're not, you know, where you weren't planted. You were planted there. So I'm planted here. You out there planted there. You that watch me, whoever watched these, I'm thankful for y'all. But the word of this video is contentment, being content. You know, and I've learned that my mind can be at peace. I can stay, you know, in a sense of stillness. I don't have these lustful desires to sin, to do wrong by people. God is just, he's amazing. And just like I said with this truck, when people behold new equipment and stuff like that, we think of it as amazing. But God is you know, new every single day. The Bible told us that his compassions are fresh every morning. The car that we have depreciates. God doesn't. The clothes depreciate. God doesn't. You know, it's just many different symbolizations that, you know, why I got to bring this word of God, because when you open it with a fresh set of eyes, you really realize that the words in it is eternal. They can't end. They're going to be here after I go. They've been here before I got here. And that right there is the most amazing thing to me. That's what we rest assured on. You know, beautiful Peterbilt, but not as beautiful as the Lord. And I'm going to tell you like this, if God didn't give me strength, I wouldn't be able to drive in that thing. I'm about to drop this trailer. I don't know if y'all care enough about me to want to watch me drop the trailer. So, you know what? Nah, y'all gonna watch me. Let's get it. I'm finna show y'all how we whipping this thing. With that right there, we out of here. I'll see you on the next video. Hey, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to return. I appreciate all the support. God bless all of y'all. Peace. Find who you are, live in spirit, and find peace.
Our lives are meant to be legacies for somebody else, for generations to come. And we got to continue to walk after that and do things that are courageous.